My brother and I were sitting down at the breakfast table. After a morning of paper routes, finally we were able to sit down with a bowl of crunchy cornflakes, kind of bland. Joe preferred sugar sprinkled on his, but that was forbidden. Sugar was only for the man. My dad was the only one allowed to put sugar on his flakes, but Joe disregarded rules. Rules were made to break. So Joe poured that sugar on in anticipation and glee, but he forgot to put the sugar bowl away, left it out for all to see. Well, my dad was in the basement, crunching numbers to feed the family. I could hear him coming up the stairs, probably with an empty mug to refill his coffee. I sat there, frozen and terrified, too late to hide the bowl. My father noticed right away. I felt shrinking in my soul. "Who put sugar on their cereal?" he asked in that scary voice I knew too well. I couldn't speak as I pointed at Joe. I didn't want a whipping. I had a truth to tell. Joey looked down guiltily, quietly saying nothing. "Get in the room and drop your pants. You're gonna get a whooping." "No, wait," I heard myself saying. "It was me. It wasn't Joe." "Well, that makes you a liar, girl. Into the room you go." As I realize I'm in for a spanking, the panic starts to rise. I stumble, stutter, stammer, and try to retract my meddling lies. I demand for Joe to tell the truth, but he just quietly watches on. He's too scared to say a word. He's frozen like a fawn. What's worse, me or him getting spanked? Neither option sounds appealing. I vacillate between anger, fear for him. I dread to hear him squealing. Well, it didn't matter what I thought. My dad's rage was growing brighter. I had lost my father's ear. His fists were clenched, knuckles whiter. Into the room I drop my pants and receive his leather belt whipping. The stinging on my legs and butt nearly have me pissing. I make it to the toilet, but barely. It hurts to even sit. As I cry and piss uncontrollably, I'm dumbfounded. What is this shit? I used to fear and hate my dad, but somehow I became him. Until I decided to investigate and pick apart what really made him. He was teaching what he knew. He wanted his kids to be good. For him that translated as strict discipline on us wild animals, 6 in the brood. Unfortunately, the fear of pain only tended to make us sneaky. Some of us grew to be submissive, and some of us very cheeky. But Dad was too busy providing and surviving to worry about parenting tactics. The wounds inflicted are now ours to heal, to forgive, to let go. It takes practice. Raising children a different way will surely fast-track the process. Love them, listen, let them play. This path will release the losses.